There's a problem with bullying laws. For this example, I'll put you in the shoes of Tyler Clementi. Pretend that your roommate is gone and your lover is over in secret. Sexual tension built and sexual activity occurred. But please be quiet because no one can know. Your heaven on earth has soon become into a living hell because your sexual encounter had leaked onto the internet. Your roommate purposefully left his webcam on to record. That was only to validate his suspicions of you while he was away. This is exactly what happened to Tyler Clementi. Unfortunately, these situations occur. But are the charges fair? A victimized person who's a victim of cyberbullying has to deal with humiliation and embarrassment all together at once. Sometimes it even results in a suicide. Today, victims who are bullied are not just being bullied in person, but because of modern technology, it aids in bullying over the internet. Tyler Clementi is our prime example. Tyler Clementi was 18 years old, homosexual, and attended Rutgers University. He had a successful life ahead of him. But in an instant, his success had shattered. His sexual encounter with another male was publicized throughout the internet. His roommate, Darun Ravi, was charged with 15 counts total. Unfortunately, everything but the suicide. Clementi's family and others have called for tougher charges, such as manslaughter, according to the New York Times. Bullying laws need to be updated for the cyberbullied. But there's a problem with cyberbullying. Last year alone, the news was infested with reports of suicides, mainly from the homosexual community. They were victims of cyberbullying. Bullying takes place over the phone, in person, and the internet. ReligiousTolerance.org states that the Universal Almanac listed a total of 4,960 suicides among U.S. youth between the ages of 15 and 24 in 1993. Within 1 month, 9 homosexuals, including Tyler Clementi, had committed suicide, according to David Badash of the New Civil Rights Movement. Badash also stated that if 9 teens died in 1 month from a mysterious disease, there would be marches to the White House demanding something to be done. Not to the bullying laws in New York. Well, there are no cyberbullying laws in the New York State. This shows that there should be a change with cyberbullying laws. According to the state cyberbullying laws, there is a bullying law, but does not include cyberbullying. Cyberbullying laws in the New York State only been proposed, which still isn't a law set in stone. Now that we've seen the extent of the problem, we can explore why it is important to have cyberbullying laws. Who's really responsible for a suicide? John Schwartz, author of Bully, Suicide, and Punishment, which was published in the New York Times in 2010, states just how culpable is an online bully in someone's decision to end a life. Well, that's hard to determine, but it's clear that the person who has humiliated someone is responsible for the outcome of that bullying. Also, according to Schwartz, punishment for people who do such a thing is still up for debate. My response is to be as close to fair as possible. While no fair punishment is guaranteed, families that have lost a loved one won't feel content if justice can't be served. The internet is now part of our everyday communication. Social networking sites are on every computer and phone. If you've been bullied in person, it's likely that you will be bullied online. Now we understand why cyberbullying laws are necessary, so let's take a look at what needs to be done. Well, first, New York needs to pass the proposed cyberbullying law and have other states follow. The bill proposed that it is illegal, and if found guilty, a fine or 2 years in prison will be issued. This will allow for others to not interfere with others' way of life. It will also mold a sense of tolerance to others. Second, we need to create punishments tailored to specific actions. A punishment matters most when a life is taken away. Fair punishment is not achieved when the cyberbully is not charged with the suicide that they were accountable for. How would you feel if someone you loved had just committed suicide, but the person who was accountable for it was charged for everything but that? These punishments must deter others from exhibiting the same cruel behavior. So in conclusion, many innocent lives of people have been lost due to the cruel harassment they face on a daily basis through the internet. Cyberbullying laws need to take effect immediately, and severe punishments must be enforced for those who cyberbully a victim to suicide. Thank you, and my name is Dineen-Lopez.
Thank you, Dineen. 5 minutes and about 40 seconds.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Good, thank you.